Hello, this is Leslie Walker-Hirsch, and today it is my great pleasure to be speaking with Lucy Lyon, famous glass sculptor. Lucy creates beautiful and imaginative sculptures in glass that tell a story. You, as the viewer, can create the meaning of what the glass figures are doing and create your own story. Lucy has studied with some famous glass masters at Pilchuck and in other workshops, and we're lucky enough to have her as a member of the Glass Alliance New Mexico Board of Directors, and she even lives right here near Santa Fe in Jacanito. Lucy, I'm glad to see you electronically today. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. And hello to you, and hello to all the Glass Alliance viewers.
Yeah. So, Lucy, how did you figure out that you were destined to be an artist extraordinaire?
Well, I actually didn't figure it out. When I moved to Los Alamos in the late 70s, I started doing stained glass. And I kept on doing stained glass and entering competitions and showing at craft fairs. And eventually I got accepted into a class at Pilchuck Glass School. And that sort of sent me in the direction of making sculpture. It took a number of years. I went through a whole stage where I did kind of pop-up book sculptures. And then I eventually, with the help of Charlie Miner and Larry Fielder, um, and I started doing sculpture. And I have a terrific assistant, David Schanfeld, who is also helping a great deal.
So, Pilchuck was the turning point from stained glass into sculpture. And
It
how did
was.
you decide that glass was going to be your medium?
I tried several things. I tried clay and I tried bronze. I have tried bronze. But basically, I just love glass. I love the way the glass holds the light.
The light is amazing through your glass. It adds such depth to and meaning and emotion to your sculptures. So, where do you find your inspiration to create these glass dramas?
Well, when I first started, I in the early '80s, I saw an exhibition of Edward Hopper's work, and he really resonated with me. His work really resonated with me, and I started thinking about people and their relationships and his stories. And now I get my inspiration probably from observation. When I go to New York or when I go to another big city, I always take public transportation. I like to see the little dramas that play out as people are, just living their daily lives, and you can observe them.
Oh, that's wonderful. They say an artist is the best observer, and that translates right into your sculptures exactly. So I asked Lucy to select a piece of her art to speak about today. So, Lucy, can you turn around the computer and show us what you picked out and tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, I will.
Okay, here we go.
Here it goes. Okay, so sorry about my arm there. How can you see
Okay,
it now?
yes, perfect.
Okay, so this is just, I picked this because it's the one that's in the studio and it's the most recent piece. Um, and these are a little larger than my 18-inch figures are 22-inch figures. And I call this dance.
What do you call them?
I call it dance. Dance is the name of the piece. So, um, sort of harkens back to my childhood when used to take all these dance classes. It's about, the Me Too stuff, the relationship between men and women, that sort of thing.
And those boxes in the background, they're not part of the sculpture, are they?
No, they're not part of the sculpture. They're part of the studio.
Well, great. Okay, we've seen that.
Okay,
It's beautiful.
thank you. I hope you can see it at Llewellyn. hopefully pretty soon when it's finished.
Okay, that'll be great. So we're getting a preview that
Yes.
no one has ever really seen right out of the box, right?
Yeah, right out of the
So,
box.
Lucy, you've been a member of Glass Alliance for a long time and now a board of directors member. How does Glass Alliance help you and other artists to create new work and refine your techniques and your understanding of glass?
Well, I think that the best thing about Glass Alliance is the community that is formed by the group. We know each other, we see each other on a fairly regular basis, and the Maestro program has been really helpful because people come and talk about the way they do things, and you always learn something from everybody, each person's lecture. So it's been very helpful.
That's great. And it is true. And of course, you are the maestress.
Oh, thank
Um, so, Lucy, if somebody wanted to learn more about you or your art, or wanted to see more pieces or commission a piece of your work, how would they go about that?
I think the best way is for them to go to my website, which is Lucy Lyon, LucyLyon, art.com. And there they will see the full range of my work, which is not all just figures. And they can also find my gallery representation. And that would be the best way to approach me.
And so, who represents you in Santa Fe area?
Llewellyn Contemporary, I'm happy to say, and they do a great job.
Well, you are the best, and thank you so much for spending a little time with us using your other voice, not your sculptural voice, but your human voice to let us know who you are and how you got to be that way.
Oh, thank you. It's
So
been
long, Lucy.
okay.
So,
Go ahead.
so long. We'll see you at the next board meeting or the next Maestro event.
Yes. See you then.
So
Thank
long.
you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.